This is American Legion Baseball on 541radio.com. Get ready as the best from around Oregon step between the lines at Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg to play for a state title. Live video coverage of the state tournament on 541radio.com is presented by the Cow Creek Tribe, with additional sponsorship provided by DC Farmers Co-op and Champion Car Wash. Now, let's head to the game.
Hello there, baseball fans, and welcome to Day 2 of the Oregon State AAA American Legion Baseball Tournament from Bill Gray Stadium in Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg. I'm Dan Bain with Game 2 of Day 2 and our second elimination game of the day, featuring the Sherwood Lobos and the Beaverton Sockeyes. And thank you for tuning in today online at the 541radio.com website. The broadcast is presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. And we'll take a look at the two teams battling here today in round 2 of the tournament and run down how they got here. Beaverton and Sherwood both lost heartbreakers yesterday. Beaverton was beaten by Medford 4-3, the Mustangs scoring the winning run in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Sherwood, after getting a big win over Corvallis 9-7 in 8 innings in the play-in game on Friday, lost to host team Roseburg last night 4-2 to drop into the loser bracket. So today's elimination day for the loser of this game in this double elimination tournament. So Beaverton comes in with a record of 14-12. The Lobos are 13-9 and both fighting to stay alive today. The winner goes on to play tentatively. You always say tentatively when you're dealing with Legion baseball because things can change. At 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in another loser-out game. And there's no room to stumble after you lose that first game, so it's a long road for whichever team wins today. The winner of this tournament advances to the regional tournament starting next week in Gillette, Wyoming, August 3rd through 7th, for the right to go on to the American Legion World Series in Shelby, North Carolina, August 11th through 16th. The game just completed today. One team has been eliminated now in this 8-team tournament, the Canyon Crushers getting crushed by Eugene, 13-3. And so the Crushers are eliminated and Eugene moves on in the losers bracket. We'll play at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon against the loser of Game 8, which is Medford and Roseburg, which will be at 7 o'clock tonight in the winners bracket. Let's take a look at our lineups now as we get ready to get this one underway at Champion Car Wash Field and Bill Gray Stadium in Roseburg under bright sunny skies, 73 degrees, sunshine, and a slight breeze. Actually, it looks like it's just stopped completely now, but it's been a slight breeze most of the day today coming out of the north, and it'll probably pick up as we get into the afternoon a bit here. For the Sherwood Lobos, they'll be the visitors today, coached by Scott Dalrymple, 13-9 for the year, and they will have Cam Christensen, the shortstop, leading off. The center fielder, Brendan Weig, will bat second. Bowen Stinson, the catcher, bats number 3. Chase Heiberger, the left fielder, will bat in the cleanup spot. Parker Fabrisky, the second baseman, will bat number 5.
Number 24, Lucas Plennert.
And at first base for the Sherwood Lobos, let me find it here. Forgot to write that one down, but that would be Wyatt Buer playing at first base. And Spencer Bernard, the third baseman, will bat in the number 7 spot. Nigel Folland in right field batting number 8. And Kyle Scheller, the designated hitter, will hit in the number 9 spot. And on the mound for the Sherwood Lobos in this elimination game, it'll be Lucas Plennert.
Number 4, Joel Hong.
Plennert from Mountainside High School.
Number 8, Nolan.
As the two teams line up along the baselines and we get ready for this one to get underway. And Beaverton comes out in those uniforms that have dark blue jerseys with dark blue numbers and are just impossible to see when they get a little ways away from you and the sun's not just right.
Number 18,
The starters for Beaverton being introduced now. Hayden Egirin, the center fielder, will lead off. Ezra Weiss, the designated hitter, will hit number 2. Cam Beaker, the third baseman, hits 3. Connor Stone, the first baseman, batting in the 4 spot. Aiden Lucas, the right fielder, will hit number 5. Ryan Clark, the catcher, hits number 6. Alex Elliott, the second baseman, hitting number 7. Zach Bush in left field, hitting 8. And Brendan Papadopoulos, the shortstop, will hit number 9. And on the mound will be Zane Garvey. He is from Southridge High School. And the Sockeyes come into the game with a 14-12 record after losing yesterday in the opening round of the tournament. Scores yesterday had Portland Barbers beating the Canyon Crushers 10-7. Medford defeated the Sockeyes 4-3. Salem Withnell Dodgers over Eugene Overhead Door 4-3. And Dr. Stewart's of Roseburg, the host team, won over the Sheridan Lobos. I knew I was going to do that. The Sherwood Lobos by the score of 4-2. All right, we're ready to get this one underway here as the two teams gather around their coaches. And the Sockeyes getting ready to take the field. They'll be the home team today. This double elimination tournament, the winner will be crowned on Wednesday, and we're expecting some hot weather here in Southern Oregon. In fact, a heat alert has come out for tomorrow afternoon through Thursday evening, so it's going to be hot the next few days down here for the tail end of this tournament. The winner advances to the Pacific Northwest Regional Region 7 tournament in Gillette, Wyoming, August 3rd through 7th. It's the second year in a row that Gillette will host the regional, and the winner of the regional goes on to the Legion World Series in Shelby, North Carolina. That'll be August 11th through 14th. This tournament is sponsored online. The coverage of the Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. And also brought to you locally here by Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop, and Champion Car Wash. Number 1 for auto detailing. They'll wash your vehicle, shampoo your seats and carpet, and hand polish. Come in and ask for the express detail or call Dustin at Champion Car Wash to book your appointment today. On the mound, a right-hander from Mountainside High School, Lucas Plinert, finishing up his warm-up tosses, and the throw goes down to second base. Oh, I got that backwards already. It was Zane Garvey finishing up his warm-up tosses, and the throw down to second base from the catcher Ryan Clark. And Sherwood Lobos in their gray pants and green jerseys with orange numbers, and we're ready to go. And Garvey works out of the stretch in the first pitch of the game. On the way, and a fastball over on the outside corner for strike 1. Game just completed. The Eugene Challengers 10-runned the Canyon Crushers post 58, 13-3 to stay alive. Fastball, same spot, outside corner, about belt high, strike 2. Cam Christensen leading off for the Lobos. Behind on the count, 0-2, as Garvey works from the stretch and fires, and this ball is hit hard to left field. Left fielder Bush goes back and can't get back far enough, and it goes all the way to the wall. Down to second base goes Christensen in an 0-2 pitch, and it gets drilled to left field. It looked like Bush had a bead on it, and then all of a sudden, maybe the sun got in his eyes a little bit, and boy, that ball was over him before he knew it. So a double, a leadoff double for Cam Christensen to start this one.
14, Brendan Wick.
Brendan Wigg is the batter. Wigg, the center fielder, bats from the left side of the plate. Garvey with a stretch, looks down at second base. Pretty good lead there, but he goes to the plate, and a fastball on the inside corner for a strike call. Well, Garvey has not thrown a pitch out of the strike zone yet. He was 0-2 on Christensen, and then the 0-2 pitch got ripped to left field. Now ahead on the count, 0-1 to Wig. And to the plate, and it's a little bit outside for a ball, 1-1. Bowen Stinson, the catcher, will be the on-deck hitter, is the on-deck hitter. Garvey, long look to second base. Another look to second, another look, and timeout is finally called by Wig. And that just took a little too long. Outfield around to the right, playing him to pull. Pops it foul, back over the screen and out of play. And Garvey ahead on the count, 1-2 to Wig. Playing on the artificial turf here at Roseburg. They had it here a couple of years now, and it gets a lot of use from Umpqua Community College and then the local schools that play here when their fields are too muddy to play. Just a little outside with an off-speed pitch, and the count is even up to Wig at 2-2. And it has, in the summer when that ground under it is hard, it can take some big high bounces off of that turf. We've seen a couple of them hit and bounce over the fence in the outfield. Ground ball to the right side. Big hop comes up for Connor Stone. He'll step on the bag for the out. And Brendan Wig grounds out 3 unassisted for the first out. And over to third base goes Christensen. So runner at third with 1 out. And here's Bowen Stinson, the catcher. Nice to have you with us today on this beautiful afternoon in the Umpqua Valley. 73 degrees at first pitch time. Stinson in. Here comes a pitch to him. It's inside for a ball. Wearing number 33 on the back of the Lobos uniform. 1-0 pitch. Out of the stretch, look to third. And to the plate. Fastball is outside, ball 2. 1 out and 1 on. Cam Christensen with a leadoff double now, standing at third base. Waiting to see if Stinson can get him on the board. The 2-0 pitch. And it's a little outside, ball 3. 3-0. Cleanup hitter, Chase Heiberger, the left fielder, waiting on deck. The 3-0 pitch, that's over just above the knees for strike 1. Already thrown 13 pitches here, and he's got 1 out and 1 on. 3-1 count. The pitch on the way, and it's grounded to third, and they'll go to first base, and throws high, but it's pulled down by Connor Stone. Cam Beaker kind of looked like he kind of lobbed that one over there, and he gets the out okay. The run scores, though. So Stinson is out 5-3 for out number 2, and it's 1-0. The Lobos strike first. Chase Heiberger steps in with 2 outs and nobody on base and takes a fastball right down the middle, strike 1. Parker Fabrisky waiting on deck. Swing and a miss, and a fastball right down the tube again, and it's 0-2. Two-strike pitch to Heiberger. Garvey trying to get out of this first inning, and the ball is a bullet foul off the screen just past the dugout on the left side. Count stays at 0-2. Got a few players from Sherwood High School on this team. Fly ball to right field. The right fielder Lucas moves over toward the line, and he's there and makes the catch for the out. That'll retire the Lobos in the top of the first inning, but not before they get a run on the board. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. And our score after a half inning in play, it's the Lobos 1 and the Beaverton Sockeyes to come to the plate. This is the Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament on 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Back here at Champion Car Wash Field, Bill Gray Stadium in Roseburg. We go to the bottom of the first inning, and for the Beaverton Sockeyes to lead it off, it'll be Hayden Eguren, the center fielder, Ezra Weiss, the designated hitter, and Cam Beaker, the third baseman. The defensive lineup for the Sherwood Lobos, it'll be Wyatt Buer at first base, Parker Fabrisky at second base, Spencer Bernard at third, and Cam Christensen at shortstop. Out in the outfield, Chase Heiberger in left, Brandon Wigg in center, and Nigel Fallon in right field. Bowen Stenson behind the plate, and Lucas Plenert out of Mountainside High School on the mound. And finishing up his warm-up tosses, Hayden Eguren, the center fielder, steps in.
First batter for the Sockeyes to lead off the bottom of the first inning, number 14, Hayden Eguren.
Right-handed hitter, stands in against Plenert, and Plenert will work out of the windup. And the first pitch on the way, and it's on the inside corner for a strike call, 0-1. Eguren out of Beaverton High School. One strike pitch to him. Plenert fires. Just missed the outside corner. Boy, that was close. That'll make it 1-1. Bowen Stenson behind the plate for Sherwood. Calling the signals back there. He's got the outfield around to the right a little bit, playing him to hit late on it. 1-1 pitch. Breaking pitch caught the outside corner for a strike, and it's 1-2. Got players from Beaverton, Westview, Sunset, and Southridge on this team, and one returning from Lower Columbia Junior College. 1-2 pitch. Plenert in the motion, hand fires, and the fastball is just outside for a ball. It's a good two-strike pitch, but couldn't get him to bite for it. And the count even to Eguren. 2-2. Fastball low and outside for a ball, and it's 3-2. Eguren, I guess, is how they pronounce that. Some of the players are trying to help me with that pronunciation, but you got to work on it, I guess. 3-2 pitch on the way. And that'll be lined into right center field, and a diving try by the center fielder Wig, and he can't get it, and it's going to be extra bases and a whole bunch of them. On his way to third base is Egerin, and he'll go in there standing up, and he wanted to go for the plate, but the throw comes in, and he hustles back to third. It'll be a triple for Egerin to lead off the bottom of the first inning. And a valiant try by Wig in center field, but there was nobody behind him, and that rolled all the way to the center field wall before the right fielder Folland was able to pick it up and fire it back in. So the leadoff triple for Egerin, the tying run there, and Ezra Weiss steps in, the designated hitter. And the first pitch to Weiss checks his swing, but it's over anyway for strike one. Cam Beaker, the third baseman, on deck. One strike pitch to Weiss, trying to get that tying run across. Fouls it over the left side and out of play for strike two. Had some pretty competitive games in this first round of the tournament. And then we end up with a 10-run game this morning in the elimination game. Two-strike pitch. Ezra Weiss at the plate takes the pitch a little bit outside for a ball, 1-2. Yesterday, a 10-7 game, two 4-3 games, and a 4-2 game, so all of them were competitive. 1-2 pitch to Ezra Weiss. Runner off at third, short lead, and he fouls one off and fights off a tough pitch on the low outside part of the plate. Count stays at a ball and two strikes. Center fielder Wig is about 2 steps to the right of second base. Playing to pull. Here's a foul ball to the first base dugout. Bounces right in there, and somebody flips it back out there. 1-2 to Weiss. 320 down the right field line, 320 down the left field line, and 385 to straightaway center with about a 15-foot high fence out there where the hitter's background is. Pitch is taken a little bit outside, and boy, that was a close one to take. Evens the count to Weiss at 2-2. Ezra from Westview High School. 2-2 pitch to him. Pops it up on the third base side, and that'll carry foul and out of play. So Plinert has spent 7 pitches on Weiss already. This will be number 8 coming up right here. He threw 6 to Egerin before he tripled. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Weiss goes down swinging, the first strikeout for Plinert, and that'll bring up Cam Beaker, the third baseman. So that runner still there at third, now with 1 out. Egerin leading off with a triple. Weiss couldn't bring him in. The infield plays back deep all the way around. They'll give up the run for the out. Fastball, or breaking pitch rather, inside, and it hits him in the shoulder. And Beaker will go to first base. Hit by pitch. Now it's first and third, and that sets up a double play opportunity for the Sherwood defense. One to nothing. Sherwood leads it. A run in the top of the first inning. They had the first runner on a double by Cam Christensen, and he came around to score. Now the Sockeyes trying to tie it up with a rally of their own. First and third, 1 out. Infield now looks for the double play ball, and he squares the bunt, and it's right over and pops out of the glove of Stinson, and it's strike 1. Connor Stone, the first baseman, the batter here. Now he goes down to have a chat with his coach at third base. See what he wants him to do here with runners at first and third. I wouldn't think he would be sacrificing here, but we'll see. Beaker off at first base. Egerin off at third. And the pitch down the right field line, hit hard, and it will be foul by about 6 feet. Just outside the foul line, and the count will go to 0-2 to Connor Stone. Right fielder Fallon giving it a chase, but no chance to get to it. First and third, one out for the Sockeyes. Plenert looks at first and third and throws, and a check swing fouled off. That one was up out of the strike zone, it appeared, but Stone had committed enough that it caught the bat and fouled it straight back to the screen, so the count stays at 0-2. Aiden Lucas will be up next. Egerin, short lead at third. There goes the runner at first, and the pitch is fouled off again. And Plenert is racking up a lot of pitches here for facing only his fourth batter. These games scheduled for 7 in this tournament. One ended in 6 today, the 10-run rule. 2-strike pitch, hit to shortstop. Could be a double play, over to second for 1, and back to first, and it's a double play, and they get out of the inning without a run scoring. So the Sockeyes get a leadoff triple and can't get them across. A 6-4-3 double play retires the side, and in the first inning for the Sockeyes, it's no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and one runner left on base. That leadoff triple by Egerin goes for naught. So we've completed 1. With the score after 1, it's the Sherwood Lobos 1 and the Beaverton Sockeyes nothing. This is the Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament on 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Back at Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg and Bill Gray Stadium, we go to the top of the second inning for the Sherwood Lobos, the visitors on the scoreboard today. They lead 1-0, and they'll send up Parker Fabrisky, the second baseman, to start it off against right-hander Zane Garvey. Garvey working out of the stretch again, even though no runners on base, and there's a shot deep down the right field line and foul. Off the fence as it rolls into the corner, and it's strike 1 on Fabrisky. He is from Sherwood High School. Fastball outside and low for a ball. Sherwood, the home of Lee Rutschman, who played at Oregon State and now with the Baltimore Orioles. That ball's fouled off, back over the screen and out of play, and that'll run the count to Fabrisky to 1-2. Wyatt. Let's see, Wyatt Buer is on deck. Here's a shot into center field for a base hit. And Fabrisky gets a base hit to start off this inning. So the Lobos have had the leadoff man on both innings, and it brings up Buer. Wyatt Buer, the first baseman, up for his first try against Zane Garvey. And with a runner at first, we might see a sacrifice here. But it doesn't look like there's any intention to square at the moment anyway. Ball's popped up behind the plate and over the roof and out of play. Strike one. Legion Memorial Field became Champion Car Wash Field here and got the artificial turf, and it's just beautiful stadium. Here's the pitch, and timeout is called before it comes in. So count stays at 0-1, and Buer steps back in, right-handed hitter. Pitch to him is over at the knees for a strike. It's 0-2. Buer will graduate next spring from Sherwood High School. Fabrisky off at first base, inching off, and now he gets looked back and heads back to the bag. Reload, reboot, and try it again. Oh boy, that is a pretty close pitch. He takes it a little bit low for a ball. Maybe low. 1-2 to Buer. Spencer Bernard, third baseman, waiting for his chance on deck. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike three. And Buer down on strikes, and there's one away, and that'll be the first strikeout for Garvey.
The next batter, number 2, Spencer Barnard.
Spencer Barnard, the third baseman, steps in from the right side of the plate, and Garvey out of the stretch and throws, and it's low for a ball. 1-0. Barnard from Mountainside High School, graduated this past spring. Garvey working with one on and one out. Here's the pitch. Over at the knees for a strike. That evens it up at 1-1. Not a real big crowd this afternoon, and usually that happens when you get to the loser bracket. But the crowds start building up as you get into the winner's bracket and get on toward the end of the tournament. Had a big crowd last night. The fastball on the corner for a strike. 1-2 to Barnard. Nigel Folland on deck. Fabrisky still at first base with one away. Garvey with the pitch. Grounded back by the mound. It'll be taken right on the bag. The throw to first in time for the double play. And Papadopoulos had a made-to-order shot down to second base, and as he caught the ball, he had a foot on the bag, threw to first, and it was an easy double play. So that'll retire the side in the second inning for the Lobos on the 6-3 double play. It's no runs on one hit, the leadoff single by Fabrisky. There were no errors and nobody left on. And we'll go to the bottom of the second inning with a score. The Lobos 1 and the Sockeyes nothing. This is the Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament on 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Back here at Roseburg, Champion Car Wash Field in Bill Gray Stadium. We go to the bottom of the second inning, and for the Beaverton Sockeyes, it'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order. Starting it off, Aiden Lucas, the right fielder, and then Ryan Clark, the catcher, and Alex Elliott, the second baseman. It was 73 degrees when we started this one at 1 o'clock. It's already up to 81, so it's starting to heat up now. We're expecting a high today around 93, which is going to seem pretty cool the next few days. Aiden Lucas steps in. Lucas Plenert fires the first pitch right down the middle at the knees, strike one. Lucas, the right fielder. Plenert takes a long time getting the sign he wants. Now he's ready and fires. Bounced over the mound, and right behind the second base bag is Fabrisky, the second baseman, and he can't get it to first base in time, and it'll be an infield single for Aiden Lucas. Fabrisky had him played just right, but he took a little while getting rid of the ball and didn't get it to first base in time, and Lucas can get down the line pretty well. And so the Sockeyes have the leadoff man on for the second inning in a row, and it brings up Ryan Clark, the catcher. Clark steps in from the right side of the plate. Squares to bunt, bunts it foul at the plate, and off to the right side for strike one. Clark is from Beaverton High School. He'll go down and have a chat with his coach at third base. See if he really did want him to sacrifice here. And he's back in and ready to go. One strike count on him after fouling off a bunt attempt. Short lead at first base by Lucas. And a pitch hits him, and they'll get the runner down to second base on the hit by pitch. And they'll get a bonus runner on. So Ryan Clark goes to first, hit by pitch.
Now batting number 23, Alex Elliott.
That's the second batter he's hit in this game, and that brings up Alex Elliott, the second baseman. And I would expect the sacrifice on again with runners at first and second and nobody out. Here's the stretch by Plenert. Looks down at second base. Squares to bunt. Bunts it right back to the mound and have a shot at third. Don't get it there in time, though. And, oh, boy, the umpire called him out. Well, okay, it's a 1-5 put out. And still runners at first and second, and a fielder's choice for Elliott. Bunted it right back to the mound, and that was the only chance they had to get the runner at third base. Coach having a chat with the umpire now and trying to talk him out of that, but I don't think he's going to go for it. Lucas called out at third base. Because all they had to do was touch the bag, didn't have to tag the runner. So the runner will be out, and there's one away, and runners still at first and second. Now Ryan Clark at second, and Alex Elliott at first, and Zach Bush, the left fielder, steps in the right-hand batter's box. Again, trying to move the runners up with something. Here's the stretch by Plenert. Checks down at second, throws to the plate, and right down on the outside corner for strike one. hitting the strike zone. 1 out and 2 on. Infield back now looking for a double play ball. They got one in the first inning and got out of that with no run scoring after the leadoff triple. Here's the 1-strike pitch. Plenert throws and a swing and a miss way out in front of a off-speed pitch for strike 2. Zach Bush, the left fielder from Westview High School. Pace has slowed down a little bit here with the runners on base. Plenert works from the stretch, and a swing and a miss for strike 3, and there are 2 away. And the Sockeyes in danger of missing a big opportunity for the second inning in a row if Brendan Papadopoulos can't come up with something. Runners still at first and second, now with 2 out. Second strikeout for Plenert, and that was a big one. Papadopoulos steps in, right-handed hitter. As the wind picks up here at Champion Car Wash Field. Breaking pitch right down the middle, strike 1. Papadopoulos from Beaverton. One strike pitch to him. Runners get their leads first and second. And finally, the pitch. Breaking pitch is a little inside and in the turf, and the throw down to second base will not get there in time. Bounces, and the second baseman Fabrisky just has to make sure it doesn't get on through. Count goes to a ball and a strike, 2 away. Infield now just looks for a force out somewhere. Clark at second, Elliott at first. They get pretty good sized leads. Here's the 1-1 pitch, fouled off at the plate, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Just got a piece of that one, and it ricocheted off the catcher's mask and helmet. 1-2 to Papadopoulos, batting in the number 9 spot in the batting order, the shortstop for Beaverton. Plenert taking a lot of time going through the sequence of pitches. Here comes the pitch, and the ball's hit off the fist towards shortstop. Scooped up by Christensen over to second baseman Fabrisky for the force out, and they get out of another sticky situation. The force out on Elliott at second base for out number 3 to retire the side in the second inning. So it'll be no runs again on 1 hit and no errors and 2 runners left on base. And we'll go to the top of the 3rd inning, and this one's scheduled for 7. It's still the Lobos 1 and the Sockeyes nothing. This is the Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament on 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
From Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg, we'll go to the top of the 3rd inning. The Sherwood Lobos with a 1-run lead, looking to add to that. They've had leadoff man on both innings. The first inning, they were able to get the run across after Cam Christensen started it off with a double. And stepping in from the left-hand batter's box, Nigel Folland, the right fielder. Left-hand batter's box. Here's the stretch. And the pitch by Garvey. It's a little bit outside for a ball, 1-0. Zane Garvey has given up 1 run on 2 hits through 2 innings with 1 strikeout. He's faced the minimum, 1 over the minimum, even though he's given up 2 hits. That's a little bit outside with a fastball, 2-0. Didn't miss by much. Nigel Folland, the right fielder. He's from Sherwood High School. Swings hard and misses, or fouls it off at the plate for strike 1. Games coming up today, the Portland Barbers and the Salem Dodgers at 4, and the Medford Mustangs and Dr. Stewart's of Roseburg at 7 tonight in the winner's bracket. There's a shot to right field off the glove of the first baseman Connor Stone and picked up by the right fielder Lucas. I didn't think Stone had a chance to get to that one, but he just got the tip of his glove on it. And Folland will get a base hit to right to start off the inning, and for the 3rd inning in a row, the Lobos get a base hit to start it off. And now Kyle Scheller, the designated hitter and the number 9 hitter in the lineup. And his job, I'm guessing, is to get that runner down to second base with a bunt. So we'll see. Garvey out of the stretch. Runner off at first, not squaring, just as I said. And it's inside and high for a ball, 1-0. Well, at least he didn't swing at that one. He may be taking a strike before he lays one down, too. 1-0 pitch to him. Still not bunting, and takes it low and outside, ball 2. Well, I'm sure he's got the take on now. 2-0 count with Folland at first base. Short lead there. Now he inches off more, and that fastball on the outside corner for a strike call. Now it's 2-1. Kyle Scheller, the designated hitter. Number 9 in the batting order. Top of the order, Cam Christensen up next. 2-1 pitch. Garvey, long look at first, throws, and the ball's hit into right center field. After it is Aiden Lucas. He's under it and makes the catch for the out. And there's one away. Back to first goes Folland.
The next batter, number 23.
So it brings up the top of the batting order, Cam Christensen, the shortstop, who led off the game with a double to left center and has scored the only run of the game. 1-0. Sherwood leads it. Trying to stay alive in this Oregon AAA State Baseball Tournament. Big lead at first base. Here comes the pitch, and it's over at the belt. Strike 1 to Christensen. Christensen had an 0-2 count, and he picked on one and drilled it to left center field for a double to lead off the game. 1 strike pitch. That's fouled back, and it's again an 0-2 count on him. And Garvey may not want to throw one down the middle on an 0-2 pitch this time. Maybe he thought he could sneak one by him on an 0-2, but Christensen was having none of that. 2 strike pitch. Bounces one out in front of the plate for a ball 1. Good stop by Ryan Clark behind the plate. Outfield just about straight away all the way around. One-two pitch. There goes the runner, and the pitch is hit into left center field, and back goes the center fielder Egerin, and he's there to make the catch deep in left center field. But he was playing back pretty deep, and he was able to get there pretty easily. So the fly to center field for Christensen. That's out number 2. And the runner still at first base after the leadoff single by Folland. And it brings up Brendan Wigg, the center fielder. Garvey trying to get out of this one with no damage done after giving up the leadoff hit for the 3rd inning in a row. Flips one over to first base, but the runner back in plenty of time. Wigg stands in from the left side. The right-hander Garvey looks at first, throws over at the knees on the outside corner for a strike. And it's 0-1 to Brendan. Outfield again just about straight away for the left-handed hitter. He takes a big cut at it and fouls it back to the screen. Strike two. Oh and 2. Wigg batting in the number 2 spot. Bowen Stinson, the catcher, on deck. 1 run on 3 hits for the Lobos. No runs on 2 hits for the Sockeyes. 2-strike pitch. On the way, there goes the runner. The pitch is high, and the throw down to second, not nearly in time. And Folland gets the stolen base. It looked like Ryan Clark wasn't sure he was going for a second. Then he double pumped, and by the time he did that, no chance to get Folland at second base. The count goes to 1-2 on Wigg. Now Folland in scoring position at second. Garvey looks down at second base. Another look to second. Kicks and throws, and a fastball high and away for a ball. That'll even it up at 2-2. Wigg in the first inning grounded to first base. Garvey with a stretch again. Couple of looks down at second base. Now to the plate, and a slow curve, swing and a miss for strike 3, and the inning over. The second strikeout for Zane Garvey, and that'll retire the side in the third. And again, a leadoff single, this time by Nigel Folland. It goes for naught, and it's no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. And we'll go to the bottom of the third inning. The score still 1-0. The Lobos lead it. This is the Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament on 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe.
Find everything you need to enjoy the outdoors, at home or on the road, at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our garden center has what you need to create an oasis at home, from patio furniture to plants and everything in between. And whether you're barbecuing at home or tailgating at the game, we stock the best products from Yeti, Traeger, and Weber. Stop by or shop online at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Back at Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg, we go to the bottom of the third inning, and the Beaverton Sockeyes looking to get something on the scoreboard. They've had a couple of chances, and leadoff man on in 2 straight innings and haven't been able to bring them across. A leadoff triple by Hayden Egerin in the first inning, and he was stranded there after Lucas Plennert got the next 2 hitters in a row. Actually, he got a strikeout and then hit a batter and then got a double play ball and got out of that. So the defense got him out of that without a problem.
First batter for the Sockeyes to lead off.
And then a single and a hit batter in the second inning, and Plennert was able to get the next 3 hitters in a row. So top of the batting order, Hayden Egerin to lead it off. And the first pitch, over for strike 1. Good fastball right down the middle. 1 strike count to Egerin, Ezra Weiss on deck, and then Cam Beaker. Breaking pitch way outside for a ball. That'll even it up at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike to Hayden, center fielder. Pitch to him, hit off the end of the bat to the right side, and they had a shift on it. It goes right where the second baseman would have been and into center field.
The next batter, number 22.
Egerin gets the leadoff single in the 3rd inning in a row. The Sockeyes have had the leadoff man on. Now you see so many pro teams going with that shift anymore. Now a lot of the other teams are starting to do that, and that one, it was just a good piece of hitting. Egerin just hit the ball to the right and had a wide open spot there. Brings up Ezra Weiss, the DH. Struck out his first time up. Squares to bunt and bunts it 3rd base side. The 3rd baseman Bernard picks it up and throws and doesn't get him. And nobody at 3rd, and the runner will go over there standing up. So it really works out well for the Sockeyes. It'll be an infield single for Weiss, and Egerin goes all the way to 3rd. And an easy base for Egerin because there was nobody over there at 3rd base. So it's 1st and 3rd with nobody out, and Cam Beaker, the 3rd baseman, will be the batter after the catcher Bowen Stinson heads out to the mound to have a quick chat with his pitcher. Lucas Plinert in a big jam again.
Now batting number 11.
So a solid single up the middle and then an infield single on a bunt, and Beaker, who was hit by a pitch his first time up, steps in from the right side. A stretch by Plinert. Runner off at first, does not go, and the pitch is hit down the right field line. It's going to be close. It will be a fair ball. Just fair. And 1 run will score. The runner on his way to 3rd, and the ball gets dropped at second base by the relay man, or they might have had a chance to get him at 3rd base. But Egerin scores easily on the play. That dropped about 2 feet inside the foul line. Beaker will get a single and an RBI, and now the game tied at 1-1. And a big opportunity to take the lead for the Sockeyes with Connor Stone, the cleanup hitter, due up with runners in scoring position. 1st and 3rd. And a pitch goes outside for a ball, 1-0. Stone hit into a 6-4-3 double play, short to 2nd to 1st in the 1st inning. And that ended a threat where the Sockeyes had a runner at 3rd with nobody out. 1 ball pitch. Way outside, backhanded by Stinson behind the plate. 2-0 to Connor Stone. Runner at first, Beaker, getting a pretty good sized lead, inching off over there. And the pitch. That's hit into right center. That's going to be in the alley for extra bases. Here comes the runner from 3rd. Ezra Weiss will score, and over to 3rd base goes Beaker. He's heading for the plate, and he will score. The throw goes to 3rd, and it'll be a triple, diving headfirst into 3rd base for Connor Stone, and 2 RBIs. So you give them enough opportunities, and pretty soon they're going to take advantage of it. Here in the 3rd, they finally break loose and get 3 runs on the board, and now lead at 3-1 in a big conference out at the mound. And don't see anybody warming up in the bullpen, but I think most of their pitchers are out there playing. Coverage of the Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament is presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. This broadcast being sponsored by Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. And also by Champion Car Wash, #1 for auto detailing. They'll wash your vehicle, shampoo your seats and carpet, and hand polish. come in and ask for the express detail or call Dustin at Champion Car Wash to book your appointment today. If you're out of town, that might be a little harder to do, but if you come into town, think about doing that. Aiden Lucas will be the batter. Still nobody out. 3 runs across.
The next batter for the Sockeyes.
And Connor Stone at third base. Aiden Lucas, who had a single to start the second inning, is the batter. Beaverton taking the lead here in the bottom of the third inning. 3 runs so far. And the infield drawn way in. The ball is through the right side and into right field, and another run comes across. Aiden Lucas on the first pitch hits it right by the drawn-in infield, and he'll get an RBI and makes it 4-1. The Sockeyes with 4 runs here in the third inning. And that'll bring up Ryan Clark, who was hit by a pitch his first trip to the plate, then was stranded at second base. Swings and misses, strike 1. Alex Elliott, on deck hitter. Still nobody out. 5 straight hits. Plenert looks at first base and throws, and the curveball bounced to third. Scooped up on the short hop by Bernard. Throws over to first base for the out, and finally an out as Clark grounds out 5-3 for out number 1. Lucas goes to second base, and it brings up Alex Elliott.
The next batter, number 23, Alex Elliott.
Elliott hit into a fielder's choice in the second inning, and he'll stand in from the right side of the plate. Right-hander Plenert looks down at second base, looking for the second out of the inning. That's grounded foul off the screen in front of the first base dugout. It's strike 1 to Elliott. Zach Bush, the left fielder, is the batter. Up next, on deck hitter. Elliott at the plate with a 1-strike count. Runner at second base, 1 away. Harvey, long look, and there's another foul ball over the right side and out of play. That might have made it out into the parking lot. That was a shot over the top of the first base stands. 0-2 to Elliott. 2 more games coming up today. The next one, Portland Barbers and the Salem Dodgers. Both of those teams won yesterday, so bouncing ball towards second base. Fabrisky throws him out at first base. So Elliott grounds out 4-3 for out number 2, and over to third base goes Lucas. Beaverton with 4 runs in the bottom of the third to take the lead, 4-1. 4 runs on 7 hits.
Zach Bush.
And Zach Bush, the left fielder, will step in. He struck out on 3 pitches in the second inning. Chance to get another one in with a base hit. Plenert throws. Breaking pitch is over at the letters for strike 1. Outfield straight away for him, and the infield shaded over to the left a little bit, playing him to pull the ball. Not a shift, but that ball comes in and hits him on the elbow, and Bush will go to first base, hit by pitch. That's the third batter that Plenert has hit. And now runners first and third. And it brings up Brendan Papadopoulos, who hit into a fielder's choice in the second inning. Papadopoulos from the right side. The pitch to him, hits it toward first base. It is a fair ball, taken right on the bag by Buer. Steps on it, and the inning is over. So Papadopoulos, on the first pitch he sees, out 3 unassisted, and that'll retire the side. in the third inning for the Sockeyes. They come up with 4 runs on 5 base hits, including a triple by Cam Beaker. There were no errors, and they leave 2 runners on base. So we've completed 3, and now a turnaround here. It's the Sockeyes 4 and the Lobos 1. And this is Oregon Legion State Baseball Tournament action on 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
We go to the top of the 4th inning, and Bowen Stinson leads off for the Sherwood Lobos, who now find themselves behind by 3 runs. And the first pitch to him is over for a strike. 0-1 to Stinson, who grounded out to third but got a run across in the first inning, so he has an RBI. 1 strike pitch to him on the way, and it's outside for a ball. Fastball just misses away. Zane Garvey, through 3 innings, has given up 3 hits and just 1 run. And now he got some help behind him by his team with 4 runs. Fastball comes inside for ball 2, 2-1. Chase Heiberger and Parker Fabrisky will follow. Top of the 4th inning. And a pitch popped up over the right side and out of play. Foul ball for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Lobos have had the leadoff man on all 3 innings. And trying to do it here again in the top of the 4th inning, and now need 3 runs to get back even. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Bowen Stinson. Garvey from the set position and throws, and a slow curve is up high for a ball. 3-2, full count. And after his team got him some support with runs, he doesn't want to walk people and give the Lobos a chance to climb back in this. 3-2 pitch on the way, and it's low and inside, ball 4. And that's his first walk of the game. That'll bring up Chase Heiberger, the left fielder, flied to right field his first time at the plate, 0-1 against Garvey. Garvey likes to work out of the stretch all the time. Just takes longer when there's a runner on. Grounded to third base by the bag and down the line. Fair ball. Stinson goes around second, heads for third. He'll go in there standing up, and down to second base is Heiberger with a stand-up double. And the Lobos come right back with runners at second and third with nobody out. And here comes a conference. It is a conference. Out to the mound comes the coach for Beaverton, wants to talk to his pitcher. And all of a sudden that 4-1 lead looks in jeopardy with runners at second and third with nobody out. And Parker Fabrisky will be the batter when we come back to action. Fabrisky had a single in the second inning. So these teams have been putting some hits up on the board. The Sockeyes have 4 runs on 7 hits. The Lobos now with just the 1 run on 4 hits. And the umpire going to come out and break up this conference now. Everybody from the infield is out there, all the infielders, and the coach comes out and says, okay, I was done anyway, and heads back to the dugout. Fabrisky will step in, and he'll try to get the Lobos a little closer in this elimination game. Loser is out, so everybody fighting for their lives to try to stay in the tournament. Fabrisky from the right side of the plate, 1-for-1 against Garvey. Garvey checks the runner at third base, short lead. Here's the pitch, grounded up the middle into center field, base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes the second one for the plate. The throw will be cut off, and 2 runs across. And the Lobos, just like that, are back within 1 run. A 2-run single by Fabrisky. That scores Stinson from third base and Heiberger from second base. And still nobody out for the Lobos. That'll bring up Wyatt Buer, the first baseman, who struck out his first time up. Still nobody out, and Fabrisky at first base. Buer takes the pitch on the outside corner for a strike call. 0-1. He'll be followed by Spencer Barnard. Pitch to him is grounded at third, snagged by Beaker over to second for 1 and back to first, and it's a double play. And just like that, Garvey has 2 outs and nobody on base. So Fabrisky out 5-4 at second base, and the return back to first base by Alex Elliott to Connor Stone in time. So it's a 5-4-3 double play, our third double play of the game, and with 2 away. That brings up Spencer Bernard with nobody on base in front of him. Bernard swings and hits the ball by the third baseman into left field for a base hit. First pitch, and he jumped on it and pulled it right by Cam Beaker. Had no chance to get to it. So the Lobos not done yet. Runner at first with 2 away, and it brings up Nigel Folland, the right fielder, who singled to right field his first trip to the plate, and then stole second base and was stranded there in this third inning. Tying run on at first base for the Lobos. Here's a stretch by Garvey, and fakes a throw over to first base and very nearly balked. Apparently he stepped off before he did that. The umpire looking right at him. Here's the pitch, grounded to the right side and foul for strike 1. Oh and 1 to Folland. Batting from the left side of the plate. Takes the pitch, and it's outside for a ball. 1-1. Folland playing in right field, but he's usually a second baseman. Takes low and inside for ball 2. 2 out in the inning on the double play, but 2 runs are across to make it 4-3. Sockeyes lead by 1. But Lobos still going here. And the pitch is hit hard to the right side, but right there is Elliott. Drops it, picks it up, throws to first in time. And that'll retire the side, but the Lobos get back in it here with a couple of runs in the inning. 2 runs on to 3 base hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. And so we go to the bottom of the 4th, and it tightens up a little bit. It's the Sockeyes 4 and the Lobos 3. And this is Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament action on 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
It's the top of the batting order for the Beaverton Sockeyes as they try to add to their one-run lead. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning in this elimination game in the Oregon State AAA American Legion Baseball Tournament from Champion Car Wash Field at Bill Gray Stadium in Roseburg. And it's Hayden Egerin, the center fielder, to start it off. Egerin has a triple and a single and scored a run. He's had a pretty productive day at the plate. Starts warming up out there. It's up to 84 degrees now here in Roseburg. Going to be a warm one before the day is over. Fastball low and away for ball one. Ezra Weiss on deck, and then Cam Beaker. 4 runs on 5 hits in the third inning for the Sockeyes to get their 4 runs. Pitch is low and away for a ball. 2-0. Plenert has gone the distance, just had that one bad inning. Other than that, he'd been able to escape some problems. But he gave up 5 straight base hits to start that inning. Fastball right down the middle for a strike. 2-1. Gave up leadoff hits in the first and second innings, but neither of those runs scored. But he gave up 2 singles, a triple, and 2 more singles in the third inning. That's fouled straight back by Egerin. Evens the count to him at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Loser, this one is done for the season. The winner moves on in the loser bracket. Try to play their way back. 2-2 pitch from Plenert. He throws, and it's popped up into right field. The right fielder, Fallen, is right in the right spot and makes the catch for the out for out number 1. And that is the first time in this game that Plenert has got the leadoff batter out. Brings up Ezra Weiss, the designated hitter. He's 1 for 2, had a single and scored in the third, struck out in the first. And another left-handed hitter. Seems like there's a lot of left-handed hitters in this tournament. First pitch to Weiss. Swings and misses, strike 1. Weiss stands with a straightaway stance. A lot of those players have the open stance at the plate, but this is straight away. Here comes the pitch to him. Outside for a ball, 1-1. He had a bunt single in the third inning. He was trying to sacrifice, and he beat it out. 1-1 pitch. On the way, and it's fouled back over the top and out of play. Strike 2. Plenert working out of the windup now. One and 2 the count. Ezra Weiss batting with 1 out and nobody on for the Beaverton Sockeyes. Takes the pitch low and away for a ball. And that'll even it up at 2-2. Cam Beaker waiting on deck. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Plenert stares in for the sign and just takes a long time. And so Weiss calls timeout and steps out. Going to try it again. 2-2 count. Now in the motion. And he fires, and it's fouled off, and the count stays at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes with a one away. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. 4-3. Beaverton leads it. Fouled back, and the count again stays at 2-2. Sherwood with 3 runs on 6 hits. The Sockeyes 4 runs on 7 hits. 2-2 pitch. Plenert delivers, swung on and fouled over the left side again and out of play. Boy, I hope somebody's running down those baseballs. There have been a lot of them leaving the park. And not over the fence in fair territory. 2-2 pitch again. On the way, and that's fouled back. This time it hits the screen and stays in the park. That's 8 pitches that Weiss has seen. 2-2 count to him. And he's making Plenert work out there. Plenert ready, delivers. Hit into left center field for a base hit. And Weiss just worked him and worked him and worked him and finally got a pitch he could handle and just hit it to the opposite side. The left-hander hitting to the left side and into left field between the shortstop and third base. Just went with the pitch, and Weiss is on with his second hit of the game. And with 1 out, the Sockeyes have something going here. Cam Beaker will be the batter. He had a triple to right field in the 3rd inning and drove in a couple of runs and was hit by a pitch in the 1st inning. So he's been on both times. 1 out and 1 on, and the infield looks for a ground ball double play to try to get out of this. There goes the runner, and the throw down there won't be in time. Boy, Weiss had a big jump at first base and easily stole that. So a runner at second base with 1 out, and Beaker taking the strike. It's 0-1. Beaker with a chance to drive in another one with a base hit. Plenert stretches, looks at second. Now to the plate. Popped foul over the screen and out of play. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Beaker batting in the number 3 spot in the batting order. Egerin opened it up with a fly to right field, so that's the only out. Weiss on at second after a single and stolen base. And a 2-strike count to Beaker. Plenert fires. Slow curve, held up, or did he? Yep, apparently he did. They appeal out at second base. The umpire out there says no swing. And the count is 1-2. Cam Beaker trying to keep it going for the Sockeyes. Plenert delivers, and another one fouled back. Plenert threw 9 pitches to Weiss. And now he's up to 4 to Beaker. Well, they're making him work, fouling off a lot of pitches. Leonard ready and delivers. Foul back again. 1-2. Count stays. Portland Barbers and the Salem Dodgers in the game right after this one at 4 o'clock. And then Medford, which has won 6 of the last 7 state championships, takes on Doc Stewart's of Roseburg, the host team, at 7 o'clock tonight. I expect a pretty good crowd for that one. 1-2 pitch. On the way, swing and a miss for strike 3. And Plinert had to work for that one, but he finally got the out. And that will be his 3rd strikeout of the game. Brings up Connor Stone, the first baseman. Stone has a single and grounded into a double play, scored a run. So 1 for 2 against Plinert. Hitting cleanup for the Sockeyes. From the stretch, Plinert throws inside with the pitch, ball 1. So he falls behind on the count to Gunnar Stone, 1-0. Taking a long time out there on the mound. Finally comes set. Looks down at second. To the plate. Popped into right center field. That's going to be a long run, but the center fielder, Wig, gets there and hauls it in for out number 3. Good catch by Wig in right center field. And that'll retire the Sockeyes in the bottom of the 4th inning, and they go down with no runs in the inning on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. So we'll go to the top of the 5th inning. This one's scheduled for 7. It's the Sockeyes 4 and the Lobos 3. This is the Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament on 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Zane Garvey goes to work in the top of the 5th inning for the Beaverton Sockeyes on the mound, and he will face 9-1-2 in the batting order for the Sherwood Lobos. Lobos send Kyle Scheller to the plate, the designated hitter. Flied out his first time at the plate. Zane Garvey, through 4 innings, has given up 3 runs on 6 hits, 2 strikeouts and 1 walk. Shot into center field, but right at the center fielder, and he dropped the ball. Egerin couldn't hang on to it, tried to catch it from the side, and looked like trying to shade it from the sun a little bit, and it just hit his glove and bounced out. And the Lobos get the tying run on base on the error on the center fielder. The first error of the game on either team, and it brings up the top of the batting order, Cam Christensen, the shortstop. Christensen led off the game with a double, and he flied to center field in a long fly to center in the 3rd inning. He's hit the ball hard both times. And with a runner at first, they want to get him down there in scoring position. That means the tying run. Lead at first, and the pitch. It's high for a ball. 1-0. And no sign of Christensen squaring to bunt, so they may have something else going here. Scheller at first, bouncing back and forth off there, and the pitch is a little bit outside for ball 2. Real close to the outside corner. Infield playing him a little bit to the right to hit late on the ball. Christensen with a 2-0 pitch. Takes it on the outside corner for a strike, 2-1. Christensen trying to bring him around for the Lobos to try to get this game back even. They trail 4-3 in this elimination game and running out of time in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch on the outside corner again, called strike 2. Brendan Wigg, the center fielder, due up next. So the leadoff man on again for the Lobos and trying to bring him around. Here's the pitch. Hit into right center field. Another long run for Egerin. This time he hangs on to the ball for out number 1. It's a tough field out there with that sun where it is right now. But Christensen flies out to center. One away, and that'll bring up Brendan Wigg. Grounded to first base unassisted and struck out. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander Zane Garvey. Garvey taking a long time to get his sign. Short lead at first base by Scheller. Now he bounces off a little bit. Back and forth, back and forth. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-0. Bowen Stinson will be up next. Another one-step lead at first base. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Big cut. But just got a piece of it and fouled it back to the screen. Count even to Wigg at 1-1. Scheller's not really getting a type of lead that you'd think of he'd want to steal off of. He's just kind of bouncing back and forth there as the pitch goes outside for a ball, and it's 2-1. They might put something on here with a 2-1 count on the batter Wigg. Left-handed hitter. And he draws the throw over to first base. Scheller not very far off there, back easily. 320 down each line and 385 to straightaway center. Pretty good sized American Legion ballpark. Umpqua Community College plays here in the spring. Here's the pitch. High for a ball. And Clark has to go up in a hurry to pull that one down, and the count is 3-1 to Wigg. 3 balls and a strike, 1 out and 1 on. Kyle Scheller on at first base after his fly ball dropped in center field. Here's the 3-1 pitch. There's a shot into right center. That'll be a base hit. And around second, heading for third is Scheller. He'll go in there standing up, and it'll be first and third with 1 out. And Wigg gets his first base hit of the game, and it was a shot over the second baseman into right center field. So a big rally opportunity for the Lobos, trying to stay alive in the tournament. Down 4-3. And here comes Bowen Stinson to the plate. Grounded out in the first inning, but got a run across, and then he walked and scored in the fourth.
Number 33, Bowen Stinson.
Stinson, the catcher. He bats from the right side. Zane Garvey working out of the stretch with runners at the corners. Fires one over to first, and not a big lead there, and Wigg is back easily. Wind has just pretty much been a non-factor today. A little breeze picks up every once in a while, but not moving the flag much out in center field. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1 to Stinson. Walked on a full count pitch in the 4th inning to lead off that inning and then scored. Tying run at 3rd, trying to tie this game up. Grounds the ball toward 3rd, and that'll be picked up by the 3rd baseman Beaker over to 2nd for 1, and can't make a throw back to 1st. Elliott has to hang on to it, and the fielder's choice will get the tying run across, and we're tied 4-4. Wig is out at second base, 5-3 for out number 2, but no chance to get the double play, and that'll tie it 4-4, and that'll bring up Chase Heiberger with a runner at first base and 2 away. And the pitch is outside for ball 1. Heiberger flied to right field and had a double down the left field line. One for 2 against Garvey. Pitch is high again, ball 2. 2-0 to Heiberger. He's the cleanup hitter, so Garvey's being a little bit careful with him. Doesn't want to throw anything fat in there. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that's popped up way up there on the right-hand side in foul territory. The first baseman Stone is under it and snags it for out number 3. But the Lobos come back to tie up the game. They get 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error and leave 1 on base. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning with the score: the Lobos 4 and the Sockeyes 4. This is the Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament on 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning here at the State American Legion Baseball Tournament in Roseburg, Champion Car Wash Field. And the Beaverton Sockeyes now find themselves tied 4-4, and they'll send up 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order to try to get something going against Lucas Plinard, who has gone through 4 innings and had just the 1 bad inning. He gave up all 4 runs in the 3rd. Other than that, he's done a great job out there. He's hit 3 batters and struck out 3 batters. And finishing up his warm-up pitches here as he gets ready to face Aiden Lucas, the right fielder, Ryan Clark, the catcher, and Alex Elliott, the second baseman. All right, here we go here in big right-handed hitter Aiden Lucas, the right fielder, steps in. He's got 2 singles in a row, drove in a run in the 3rd inning. Big kid, bats from the right side of the plate. And Lucas Plinard ready and delivers to him. And he tries to hold up, went around on it, and it's strike 1. Good breaking pitch that probably ended up outside the strike zone, but he tried to hold up, but he had already gone through. 2 for 2 against Plinard. Ryan Clark on deck, and then Alex Elliott. Kerr, a breaking pitch on the inside corner for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Plenert, the right-hander out of Mountainside High School up in the Beaverton area. Here's the pitch on the way, and this popped foul over the roof and out of play. I think that's in the Beaverton area. Mountainside High School up in the Portland area somewhere. Near a mountainside, I guess. 2-strike pitch. Low and away for a ball. 1-2. Aiden Lucas starting off the 5th inning for the Sockeyes with the game tied 4-4. 1-2 pitch. Plenert working out of the windup. Fires. Curveball is popped up in the right side, and that will carry into the bleachers and out of play. Count stays at a ball and 2 strikes. Plenert had thrown 71 pitches before the start of this inning. So he's up to 75, and his counterpart, Zane Garvey, has thrown 77. Fastball on the inside corner, called strike 3. And Garvey and Plenert gets a big strikeout there. That'll be his 4th of the game. That'll bring up Ryan Clark, the catcher. Clark was hit by a pitch and grounded to third base. Right-handed hitter. Plenert has his sign in the slow motion and throws in a slow curve outside for a ball, 1-0. Takes a little walk around the mound. That's where you would normally kick dirt, but there's no dirt out there to kick on this artificial surface. Now he's ready, got his sign, and here comes the 1-0 pitch. Inside and hits him, and another hit batter. That is the 4th batter that Plenert has hit in this game. And Clark on at first base with 1 out, and Alex Elliott, the second baseman, will be the batter. Elliott taking a long look down at third base to see what the coach wants him to do here, and I'm guessing swing away. Try to bring that guy around. Tied 4-4. The bottom of the 5th inning, scheduled for 7. Fouled straight back to the screen. Strike 1. Fastball right down the middle, and he had a big hack at it. A little bit under it. Clark on at first, hit by the pitch. Lucas started the inning, called out on strikes, so 1 away and 1 on. In the infield, looking for a double play ball to try to get out of this. Pitch is over at the knees for a strike. 1-1, good looking pitch from Plenert. And he put that right in the spot he wanted it. Alex Elliott 0 for 2, hit into a 6-4 fielder's choice and grounded out to second base in his 2 tries at the plate. 1-1 count. Plenert looks at first, pretty good lead over there. Here's the pitch. Lined foul down the right field line and out of play. Count is 1-2. Boy, Plenert would love to get a ground ball at one of the infielders right now and try to turn the double play. 1 bad inning, that's been it. 4 runs on 5 hits in that 3rd inning. 5 straight hits. That misses away, and the count is 1-2. 4 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error for the Sockeyes. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Lobos. 1-2 pitch. On the way, and a curve way outside for a ball, 2-2. Zach Bush waiting on deck. Left fielder. Getting down to the bottom part of the batting order here. Bush is number 8, and then Brendan Papadopoulos after that, if we get that far. Alex Elliott, though, takes the pitch way outside for ball 3. I think Plenert threw that one a little further outside than he meant to. That wasn't even close enough to tempt the batter, Elliott. And the count's full, 3-2. Clark off at first base. Pretty good lead. Here's the pitch. Way outside, ball 4. So that's actually his first walk of the game, but he's hit 4 batters, and that puts Clark at second base, Elliott at first, and with first and second occupied and 1 out, Zach Bush is the batter. The catcher, Bowen Stenson, out to the mound to talk to his pitcher. Coverage of the Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament is presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. Happy to bring you the video and the audio streaming online at 541radio.com. And it's a nice opportunity for the fans from other areas that can tune in anywhere they have internet. They can tune in and find out what's happening. You don't have to FaceTime and make calls to your friends and relatives and try to find out every 15 minutes what's going on. So we're glad to have you along today. Zach Bush is the batter. Pitch to Zach is swung out and missed for strike 1. Takes a big hack at it. Bush struck out in the second inning and was hit by a pitch in the third. 1 strike pitch coming up. Plenert with runners at first and second. Throws. That hits him. Holy cow. In the shoulder. Second hit batter and the third free pass of the inning, and loads the bases. And Plenert is putting himself in big trouble here. Now we got a conference out at the mound again. Coach comes out to talk to him, and we've got runners at every base. Clark at third, he was hit by a pitch. Elliott at second, he walked. And now Bush at first base, he was hit by a pitch, and that's the second time he's been hit by a pitch in the game. So 5 hit batters by Plenert. Just 1 walk, but hitting a batter, that's still a free pass, and boy, that can fuel a rally. And the umpire comes out to break up the conference. Coach finally heading back. No action in the bullpen area, so the chances are the relief pitcher, is already out in the field playing somewhere. Brendan Papadopoulos will be the batter. He hit into a fielder's choice and grounded out to first base unassisted. And Papadopoulos with a chance to do some big damage here with the game tied 4-4. Bottom of the 5th inning and 1 out. Infield still back up the middle, looking for a double play ball, and close at the corners. They'd like to go home to first to try to get a double play. And the first pitch is inside for ball 1. And the first thing Plenert has to do is throw strikes with the bases loaded and 1 out, no place to put him. Plenert looking in for the sign. Now finally has it. And he throws, and a fastball on the outside corner for a strike, and Papadopoulos take it all away. Papadopoulos, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. Bases loaded in front of him with 1 out. Plenert looks over at third base, throws to the plate, and it's fouled straight back. Good cut at it by Papadopoulos, but just got under that one, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. And if Plenert could get a strikeout here, that would be a huge one to try to get out of this jam. Bases loaded with just 1 out. And the game on the line, 4-4. Here's the pitch. Down the middle, call strike 3. And Papadopoulos takes a look at a good pitch. That's out number 2. And the 5th strikeout for Plenert, and that for him couldn't have come at a better time. So he struck out the first batter, Aiden Lucas, then hit a batter, walked a batter, hit a batter, and then struck out Papadopoulos. So back to the top of the batting order in Hayden Egerin, who has a triple and a single in 3 at-bats, and he takes the first pitch low for a ball. 1-0. Egerin with a triple in the first inning, a single in the third, and fly to right in the fourth. And bases loaded out there in front of him with 2 away. They'll be taken off with the crack of the bat. Here comes the pitch. Slow curve on the outside corner for a called strike. It's even at 1-1. Used to be the crack of the bat. It's kind of the clink of the bat now. It kind of ages me, doesn't it? Ball comes inside and low for a ball. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Egerin batting in the leadoff spot. Bases loaded, 2 away. 2-1 count. Plenert throws, and it's bounced to third base, and it'll be just foul. The third baseman, Barnard, grabbed it, stepped on the bag, but he took it in foul territory, so it'll put the count at 2-2. And if Plenert can escape this one, this will be huge. Obviously, with the game tied and the bases loaded. And now 2 away. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch to Egerin. Bounced over the mound towards second base, and it'll be a big high hop throw to first, and got him for the out. And they escape a big jam. Egerin is out 6-3, and a fine play by Christensen at shortstop to take that one behind the bag. He didn't have time to get to the bag for the force out, so he had to gun one to first base and put it right on the money for out number 3. It's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 3 left on. And our score after 5, it's the Sockeyes 4 and the Lobos 4. This is the Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament on 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
We go to the top of the 6th inning, and the Sherwood Lobos will send up 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order. Parker Fabriski will start it off for the Lobos, who just escaped a big, big jam
First batter for the Lobos, number 29, Parker Fabriski.
In the bottom of the 5th inning, and got out of it with no run scoring. And Fabriski will lead it off. He's 2 for 2 off of Zane Garvey. And the first pitch to him popped up on the right side in foul territory. First baseman shades his eyes. Connor Stone is under it, and he's got it for the out. 1 pitch and 1 out. The Sockeyes have left 8 runners on base, and they had a huge opportunity in the bottom of the 5th with the bases loaded and 1 out. And Lucas Plenert did a great job getting out of that one. 1 away, and Wyatt Buer is the batter. The pitch to Buer, checks his swing, and it's low in the turf for a ball, 1-0. He'll be followed by Spencer Bernard. One ball pitch from Zane Garvey. Delivers low for a ball, 2-0. The game coming up right after this one at 4 o'clock. The Portland Barbers and the Salem Dodgers. We'll have that here on 541radio.com. Fastball just misses outside for ball 3. 3-0 to Buer with one out and nobody on in front of him. Garvey looking for the strike zone, fires, and it's right down the middle and fouled off. Went after a 3-0 pitch, just got a piece of it. 3-1 to Buer. He struck out in the second inning, grounded into a 5-4-3 double play in the fourth. The 3-1 pitch. And it's a strike call on the outside corner, and it's a full count to Buer, 3-2. So Garvey, after going 3-0, has worked it back full. And here comes the full count pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 up and 2 down in the inning. Strikeout number 3 for Zane Garvey. In 5 2/3 innings, that's not a lot of strikeouts, but he's got some pretty good defense behind him, a couple of double play balls. Spencer Barnard, the third baseman, the batter, he's got 1 hit in 2 tries, hit into a double play in the other time. Takes for a ball, 1-0. Drove in a run in the 4th inning with a base hit. 1-0 pitch. Caught the outside corner for a strike, 2-1. If Barnard can get on, Nigel Folland is due up next. There's a shot down the left field line, hit the chalk mark. It's in fair territory and rolls all the way to the corner. And Barnard will go down to second base, standing up with a 2-out double. Boy, that was right on the line. And you could see the little rubber pellets fly as it hit. And a double for Spencer Barnard. With 2 away, though, and Nigel Folland, with a base hit, could give the Lobos the lead back. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander Garvey. And Garvey takes a lot of time looking in for the sign. Still looking, and finally comes set. Now steps off, and he's going to have to go through that all over again. We're at the top of the 6th inning, scheduled for 7. Game tied 4-4. Both teams 4 runs on 8 hits. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch stays up high for a ball, 1-0. Garvey got the first 2 outs on a foul out to first and a strikeout, and then the double by Barnard gives Folland an opportunity to give the lead back to the Lobos if he can get a base hit. Way outside, ball 2. And with the number 9 hitter due up there next, might not be real anxious to throw him a strike. The 2-0 pitch. Garvey checks down at second, another look there. And to the plate. Outside, ball 3. This might be one of those intentional passes just to set up a force play. And the pitch to him, swung on a 3-0 and fouled off. Second batter in this inning that's gone after a 3-0 pitch. And the count goes to 3-1. Well, he had a good pitch to swing at there, too. Just didn't get it. 3-1 pitch. Garvey checks down at second at the runner. Big lead there. Here comes the pitch. Hit into left center field. Going to be a long run for the center fielder, Egerin, but he gets there and one-hands the catch in deep left center field. And that'll retire the Lobos in the top of the 6th inning. They get no runs on 1 hit. They double by Barnard. No errors and 1 runner left on base. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning with the score still tied. The Lobos 4 and the Sockeyes 4. This is the Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament on 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe.
Find everything you need to enjoy the outdoors, at home or on the road, at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our garden center has what you need to create an oasis at home, from patio furniture to plants and everything in between. And whether you're barbecuing at home or tailgating at the game, we stock the best products from Yeti, Traeger, and Weber. Stop by or shop online at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Back here at Roseburg's Champion Car Wash Field, Bill Gray Stadium, we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Lobos as we come back. Parker Fabrisky will be the new pitcher. And let's see, he moves over from second base to the mound. So Fabrisky will take over for Lucas Plenert, who goes 5 innings. He gave up the 4 runs on 8 hits. All 4 runs are earned. So he can't get a decision. He had 5 strikeouts and 1 walk and 5 hit batters. So Fabrisky takes over here. And he will face number 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order. Here's a high fly to left center field. Back goes Heiberger to make the catch in left center field. 1 pitch and 1 out from Fabrisky. For Fabrisky. So he gets the first man he faces. Let's see if we can see a number on that second baseman. 37. For the Lobos would be Kyle Scheller moving to second base. And stepping in is Cam Beaker. Beaker's hit by a pitch, a triple and a strikeout. Takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. Been a few extra base hits in this game. 2 triples by Beaverton players. There's a pitch that bounces out in front of the plate, and it's 2-0. Scheller was the designated hitter. He now goes in to play second base for the Lobos. Here's a bouncer to the right side. The first baseman, Buer, throws to the pitcher covering for the out, and there are 2 away. Big high bouncer to the right side. It looked like Buer maybe had trouble looking up at the sun. It was so high, but it's 3-1 for out number 2. And that brings up Connor Stone, the first baseman, who has a hit in 3 tries, batting in the cleanup spot with 2 outs and nobody on base. And Fabrisky trying to get through the inning 1, 2, 3 for the first time in the game for the Sherwood pitchers. Misses with the first pitch for a ball. It's 1-0. Stone grounded into a double play in the first, singled and scored in the third and drove in a run, and then flied to center in the fourth. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Over at the knees for a strike, 1-1. Season is coming to a close soon for one of these teams, and both of them are battling it out to try to stay alive. 4-4, we're tied up bottom of the 6th inning. The pitch, low and away for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike on the cleanup hitter Stone. Aiden Lucas on deck. 2-1 pitch. Fabrisky throws, and it's bounced up the middle, taken behind the bag by Shellen. Throw to first. Scheller, and it's in time for the out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning in the 6th. So Fabrisky comes in and does the job and keeps it tied as we go to the top of the 7th inning. In the inning for the Sockeyes, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. And the score after 6 complete, it's the Lobos 4 and the Sockeyes 4. This is Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament action on 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Well, the last scheduled inning, the top of the 7th. And leading off for the Sherwood Lobos, it'll be Kyle Scheller, who is now the pitcher. Second baseman, rather. He was the designated hitter, and he leads off here to try to get something started for the Lobos. And the first pitch to him on the outside corner for strike one call. Scheller flied to right field and was safe on an error on the center fielder. 0 for 2 today against Zane Garvey. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's fouled back. And quickly the count goes to 0-2. As I said, the last scheduled inning, the 7th inning. All games in the tournament go 7. Garvey ready, and here comes the pitch. Grounded to the right side. Big hop comes up for Elliott at second base. A throw to first in time for the out. And one gone in the top of the 7th. 4-3 for Scheller. Cam Christensen, the shortstop, will be the batter. He doubled to lead off the game, but he's flied to center the last 2 times up. So he's 1 for 3 against Zane Garvey. No relation to Steve, I found out. First pitch to him, just a little outside for a ball. 1-0 to Christensen, the leadoff batter in the lineup, batting with 1 out and nobody on. The pitch, breaking pitch, stays up high for a ball. Two 2-0 to Christensen. Brendan Wigg waiting on deck. The pitch, breaking pitch right down the middle for a strike. 2-1. He was taken all the way on that one. Lobos looking for base runners. Top of the 7th inning. Tie game, 4-4. That's upstairs for a ball, 3-1. Garvey has walked just one batter in this game. That was back in the 4th inning, and that was a leadoff batter, and he scored. Those leadoff walks will kill you. 3-1 pitch. Garvey throws. Low, ball 4. Well, this one comes with 1 out. But that's the second walk of the game for Garvey, and that brings up
14,
Brendan Wigg. Wigg in the game has a single, struck out and grounded out. Left-handed hitter. Christensen at first base after the walk, and Garvey not quite ready, steps off and resets. Garvey checks over at first base. Now he comes set and throws. Low for a ball. 1-0 to the batter, Brendan Wigg. He'd like to keep it going here. Coverage of the Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournaments presented by the Cow Creek Tribe this week. 1 ball count. Here's the stretch. Zane Garvey out of Southridge High School trying to keep his team in it. Here's the pitch. Slow curve. Ooh, that was close. Just outside, ball 2. Two and 0. Garvey trying to get a double play ball here. There's a shot down the right field line. He won't get it. It'll go all the way to the wall. Around second, heading for third is Christensen. He was gonna try to score. Now he retreats and heads back for third, and it'll be second and third. He just about committed, and the coach reeled him back in. Boy, that ball was smoked down the right field line, and a long ways to run for Aiden Lucas to get to it. And now the Lobos with runners at second and third with 1 out. That's the go-ahead run at third, and another big conference on the mound. This broadcast being sponsored by Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop, and Champion Car Wash. #1 for auto detailing. They'll wash your vehicle, shampoo your seats and carpet, and hand polish. Come in and ask for the express detail, or call Dustin at Champion Car Wash to book your appointment today. The conference still in full force out on the mound with all the infielders out there. And the a couple of umpires come out and have a chat with the coach now, and I'm not sure what's going on with that. Lobos took the lead early in this game with a run in the first inning, and then the Sockeyes got 4 in the third to lead 4-1. 2 more in the top of the fourth for the Lobos to cut it to 4-3, and then 1 in the fifth inning to tie it at 4-4. Lobos with 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. And the Sockeyes with 4 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. And all 4 runs coming in the third inning. Bowen Stinson is the batter. And before we almost got started, now the coach for Beaverton comes out, wants to say another word or two to the umpire. Stinson had an RBI ground out in the first, walked in the fourth, and scored to hit into a fielder's choice in the fifth, looking for his first base hit of the game. Right-handed hitter hitting in the number 3 spot in the order. Infield drawn in all the way around. They need to cut off the run. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's low for ball 1. Garvey, I think, wouldn't mind putting him on at first base, setting up a possible double play, because right now he's got a big problem. Here's his pitch. Low and away for a ball, 2-0. Cam Christensen at third. Brendan Wigg at second base. And Stinson with a 2-0 count. And here comes the pitch. Grounds it hard by the third base coach, who had to do a tap dance to get out of the way of that one. And that runs the count to 2-1. I think Garvey got that a little closer to the strike zone than he wanted to. 2-1 the count to Stinson. Outfield pretty much straight away, medium depth all the way around, but the infield, they're in on just a step off of the green all the way around. Off of this green synthetic turf. 2-1 to Stinson. Garvey in a big jam again. Here comes the pitch. Low and away for a ball, and it's 3-1. Base hit here could give the Lobos a 2-run lead. A well-placed base hit. 3-1 pitch. Garvey trying to get out of this without any damage. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Boy, Bowen Stinson got a good pitch to take a rip at and just missed it. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Second and third occupied. The Lobos trying to get the lead in the top of the 7th inning, tied 4-4. And Garvey takes a little too much time, so Stinson steps out. Now he's ready. 3-2 pitch again. Maybe. Here it comes. Hits to left field, base hit. 1 run will score. Knocked down by the left fielder Bush, but that allows the 2nd run to come in to score, and the Lobos have taken the lead 6-4. A 2-run single by Bowen Stinson. And the top of the 7th inning, the Lobos have the lead back. Christensen scored from third easily, and then Brendan Wigg, I don't think would have gone, but the left fielder bobbled the ball just a little bit, and he took off, and he made it easily to the plate. And Brendan Wigg scored, and now Bowen Stinson on at first base with a 2-run single. And we've got a pitching change coming up, I think. It looked like somebody came out of the bullpen. We'll have to wait and see when they disperse. But Stinson gets a couple of big RBIs. He's got 3 for the game. And the Lobos back on top with 2 big runs here in the top of the 7th inning. And when we go to the bottom of the 7th, it'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order for the Beaverton Sockeyes. Now facing elimination if they can't come up with some runs in the bottom of the inning. If Sherwood goes on to win this one, they're scheduled to play at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon against the loser of tonight's winner's bracket game between Medford and Dr. Stewart's of Roseburg. All right, everybody heads back to their position. And on the mound is a number 23. And that would be Alex Elliott. And he comes in from second base. So Zane Garvey is out after 6 1/3. So he has given up 6 runs, and the runner at first base is his responsibility. All are earned. No, I take that back. 1 was not earned, so 5 of the 6 were earned runs, and he has given up 10 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks. So Garvey departs. And the new pitcher will take over here with a runner at first base and still just 1 out. Coverage of the Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament is presented by the Cow Creek Tribe, and we're pleased that they're able to help us bring you the baseball games online from the state tournament in Roseburg this year. We'll crown the champion on Wednesday night in some, looks like some hot weather. All right, Elliott ready to go out of the stretch. He'll look at first base and throws in a curve. If that missed the batter, I don't know how it did, but it looked like it was behind him, and it's ball 1. Heiberger took a step forward, and that ball went behind him. The catcher actually caught it there. That's another pitch inside, ball 2. Beaverton looking for a double play ball to try to get out of this inning with no further damage. Fastball is high, ball 3. Stinson at first base with a 2-run single to give the Lobos the lead. Here comes the pitch. That's over for a strike, 3-1. Lobos now with 6 runs on 10 hits, and they've not committed an error. 3-1 pitch. Hit to left center field. Back goes the center fielder, Egerin, and he's got it for the out. And Heiberger flies high to center field for out number 2. And that's kind of a tough play out there, too, with that bright sun. The center fielder looking right up into it, but he handled that pretty well. Parker Fabrisky, who is now the pitcher for the Lobos, will get his chance at the plate, and he pops up one into right field, and Aiden Lucas drifts over, looking up into the sun, and reaches up and makes the catch for the out, and no further damage for Alex Elliott on the mound. So the Lobos get 2 huge runs in the top of the 7th on 2 base hits. No errors, and they leave 1 runner on base. So we go to the bottom of the 7th, and now it's the last chance for the Beaverton Sockeyes. It's the Lobos 6 and the Sockeyes 4. This is Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament action on 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
We head for the bottom of the 7th inning in this elimination game at the state tournament here in Roseburg. And for Beaverton, they need 2 runs to keep their season alive. They trail 6-4, and it'll be Aiden Lucas, the right fielder, to lead it off, and then Ryan Clark, the catcher, and Alex Elliott, who is now the pitcher. So the middle part of the batting order, 5, 6, and 7. And Parker Fabrisky. It's his game to win or lose now. Fabrisky stands to win it if he can get 3 outs. And he'll have a conference on the mound with Bowen Stinson as they get together on the signals to make sure they're straight. Bowen Stinson back behind the plate, puts on the gear, and we're ready to go. Bottom of the 7th inning. And the first pitch way inside for ball 1. That almost hit Lucas. Lucas has 2 singles and a strikeout. Drove in a run in that big 3rd inning for Beaverton. That's down the middle for a strike, and the count is even at 1-1. Beaverton needs 2 runs to stay alive. Here's the pitch. Low and away for a ball, 2-1. Boy, that first batter is a big one in a situation like this. 2-1 pitch, way outside, ball 3, and if there is one thing you do not want to do, it's walk the leadoff batter. And he's in danger of doing that right here. He needs to throw a strike. And he doesn't. It's outside, ball 4, and there it is. Leadoff walk. And that's exactly what Beaverton wanted to have happen here. Got that leadoff man on. And Ryan Clark will be the batter. Clark has been hit by a pitch twice and grounded to third base. Runner at first, Lucas gets a good lead. A stretch by Fabrisky on the outside corner for a strike. Clark's probably got some bruises after his last couple of times at the plate. Got hit by a pitch in the second, again in the fifth. One of 5 hit batters. That one's high and inside, and it's even at 1-1. Probably not a sacrifice situation here. They need 2 runs to get back even and 3 to win it. 1-1 pitch. Bounce down the third base side. It'll be a tough play. The third baseman Barnard throws to first and threw it away, and here comes the runner over to third and on down to second. It'll be second and third. The throw comes into the plate, and the tying runs are on, and Beaverton is in good shape now. You walk that first batter, and then it cost you. I think they gave him a single and an error on the overthrow. Infield single and an E5. So get one of each. And the batter is Alex
number 23, Alex
Elliott, the pitcher. Pitch to him is inside for a ball, 1-0. Well, that would have been a big out if they could have gotten that one at first base, but Bernard threw it away. 1-0 pitch in for a strike, 1-1. Parker Fabrisky. Right-hander trying to close this one out. Here comes the pitch. Hit into center field. That'll get 1 run across. The center fielder Wigg will make the catch and throws it back in. It'll be cut off, and it's now a 1-run game, 6-5. So a sacrifice fly by Elliott. And give him an RBI. 1 away in the inning. And Clark has to stay at second base. So Zach Bush, the left fielder, will be the batter. And a base hit could tie it up. 6-5, bottom of the 7th inning. Beaverton trying to get that tying run across and extend their season. I think we have a pinch hitter here. Let's see if we can get a number there. Number 12 for Beaverton. Braden Munger batting here. Pinch hitting for Zach Bush. All right, here's the stretch by Fabrisky. And the pitch. Low and inside and in the turf. Stinson scrambles to get to it before the runner can take off. A walk, a single, an error, and a sacrifice fly has gotten a run across. Now the tying run down at second, Ryan Clark. The pitch in there for a strike, even at 1-1. 1 out in the inning. Munger takes a pitch right down the middle for a strike. It's 1-2. Munger from Westview High School and back from Lower Columbia Community College, junior college. There's a shot down the first baseline and into the bullpen and foul. Boy, that was ripped. Tying run out at second. And Munger trying to bring him across. There's the ball hit into center field, and it will fall and go by. And the tying run will come in. And down to second base goes Munger with a 2-run double. And we're tied 6-6. And Beaverton now with a chance to win it if they can get that runner across. So Clark scoring easily on the double to right center field. Wigg made a valiant try for it and stretched out, flat out, but couldn't get to it. Brendan Papadopoulos, the number 9 hitter in the lineup, will be the batter, still with just 1 out. And now Fabrisky would just like to force extra innings. Here's the pitch. Over at the letters for a strike. 0-1. One strike pitch on the way. A foul at the plate. Strike 2. Well, the Sockeyes have 2 chances to get that winning run across now, with runner at second base in scoring position. Munger gets his lead off there. Here's the pitch outside, and a good block by the catcher, Broen Stenson, to keep that one from getting by and allowing the runner to go on to third. Well, if that happens, then you got a big problem. 1-2 pitch. Fabrisky checks down at second, turns around and fakes the throw over there, but hangs on to it. 2 runs in the inning, a walk, a single, a stolen base, or an error rather, and a sacrifice fly. There's strike 3, and Papadopoulos goes down on strikes, and that's out number 2.
Next batter, number 14.
So the winning run still standing out there at second base, and it brings up the top of the batting order in Hayden Egerin. Egerin with the right-hand stance. Got 1 hit today. Here's the stretch. Fabrisky throws down the middle for a strike. 0-1. Egerin with a triple in the first inning and a single in the third, so he's 2 for 4. That's low for a ball. 1-1, even up to him. Fabrisky came on in the second and got the side out in order, 1-2-3. But here in the 7th, a walk started the rally, as it so often does, and that's down in the dirt for ball 2. It's 2-1. Ezra Weiss on deck. Two and 1. And he takes outside, ball 3. This will be the ninth man that he has faced. There's a base hit into right field. This is going to be a shot to the plate, and the ball is there in time. And did he get him? Yes. The right fielder, Fallen, threw off mark to the plate, but it got there so quickly that the catcher, Stinson, had a chance to get back to the runner and tag him before he got to the plate. So the game will go on, and Egerin gets a single to right field, but the run does not score, and Munger gets thrown out at the plate. 9-2 to retire the side, and we're going extra innings. In the bottom of the 7th inning for the Beaverton Sockeyes, they didn't want their season to come to a close, and they get 2 runs back to tie it up on 3 base hits. There was 1 error, and they leave 1 runner on base. So we go to extra innings. Top of the 8th coming up. It's the Lobos 6 and the Sockeyes 6. This is the Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament on 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner.
So there's one away, and that brings up Spencer Barnard, the third baseman. Did we have somebody batting out of order? Maybe that's what. Is that what happened? Yeah. That could be a big old boo-boo right there. Well, I'm not sure what they're going to do about this. Well, we will we will find out. The designated hitter was Kyle Scheller, who came in to pitch. Or Scheller went in from the DH spot to second base when Fabrisky came in to pitch. And so now the umpires, I'm sure, are puzzled about this too, and they're going to have to figure out what they're going to do with this. Well, the out was made anyway, so I don't know if that's going to end up being any different than it is if you take the play. So need an umpire in here to explain to me what's going on. The game's tied 6-6. The Sockeyes have 6 runs on 11 hits and 1 error, and the Lobos 6 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. Lobos got 2 in the top of the 7th, and they were just 3 outs away from moving on in the tournament, but they couldn't hold the lead. And then the Sockeyes were just a base hit away from winning it, they thought, but the base hit into right field was picked up by the right fielder who threw the ball to the plate in time to get the runner trying to score. And so we've gone to the 8th inning, and now we have a big old controversy here trying to figure out what to do about somebody batting that shouldn't have been. It might be a question about whether the DH was gone when Fabrisky came from second base to pitch, and Kyle Scheller went from the DH spot to second base. So I'm sure that's got to have something to do with it here, but I'm not sure how this is going to work out. So let's see. They're still trying to determine this. We thank you for tuning in to this presentation of American Legion Baseball on 541radio.com, and our coverage of the Oregon State Tournament is presented by the Cow Creek Tribe with sponsorship from Douglas County Farmers Co-op and Champion Car Wash. So coming to the plate is Spencer Barnard, who was scheduled to come up now, but I had Wyatt Buer scheduled to hit in that leadoff spot there. So Barnard will be the batter, and there will be 1 out, and I'm just going to leave it the way I had it there. So I guess Fabrisky will be charged with the at-bat. I don't know how they do that, but there's 1 out, and Barnard is the batter. He's got 2 hits and 3 tries, and here's the pitch to him, high and deep down the left field line. Going after it is Bush, and he drops the ball in foul to, no, the umpire says it's a fair ball, and he goes down to second base, standing up, and I assume that will be an error on the left fielder. Boy, he got there, and then he ran over the line, and then he reached back for it, and the umpire looking down the line said, nope, that ball was in fair territory. So Barnard is on at second base. And the Lobos have something going here with one out. And that brings up Nigel Folland, the right fielder. He's got one hit in 3 at-bats. Had a stolen base after he singled in the 3rd, so he can run. Left-handed hitter. And with a go-ahead run down at second base. And ready with the pitch. Elliott throws, and it's on the outside corner for a strike call. Elliott wants to talk to his catcher, and Ryan Clark obliges and comes out to have a chat with him. Elliott came on with 1 out in the 7th inning and got the final 2 outs. And he got the first one here before the fly ball was dropped in left field. Barnard just now getting back to second base, and now we're ready to play ball. Alex Elliott, right-hander, looks down at second base. The pitch, outside for a ball, 1-1. Outfield shallow in left, medium depth, I guess, but a little deeper in right field. That's the way the wind's blowing. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. On the way, and a breaking pitch way outside and way high for ball 2. Folland had a single in the 3rd inning, grounded to second base in the 4th, and fly to center in the 6th. 1 for 3. This is his first at bat against Elliott. He swings and misses for a strike, 2-2. Go ahead run at second base with 1 out. Barnard with the fly ball down the left field line. That was dropped and allowed him to go on to second base. 2-2 the count to Folland. Elliott says, no, not ready yet. Steps off. Where's that pitch clock when you need it? 2-2 the count. On the way, right down the middle, called strike 3. And boy, he took a good one. 2 away, and the runner still at second base. So Elliott gets his first strikeout. And that brings up Kyle Scheller, who's now the second baseman. He was the DH when he started the game. The first pitch to him is over for a strike. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 3, flied to center. He was safe on an error on the center fielder in the 5th and scored a run and then grounded to second in the 7th. Trying to bring that go-ahead run across. 1 strike to Scheller. Elliott looks down at second, throws to the plate, and a breaking pitch right over, but low, or was it a strike? Nope, it was a ball, 1-1. A ball and a strike. We're up to 88 degrees here in Roseburg now. Not hot, as hot today as it's going to be the next couple, though, I understand. 1-1 pitch. Slow curve, inside corner, called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Scheller. Top of the order up next. Cam Christensen hoping he'll get a chance, but 2 out. Barnard off at second base. Now walks back. Not holding him on there, very close. Shortstop way over to the left. And the second baseman way around to the right, playing to hit late on the ball. And the pitch hit late down the right field line, and it will be a foul ball into the corner. It takes that big bounce off the turf and goes on over the fence and out of play. Count stays at a ball and 2 strikes. Scheller trying to keep it going for the Lobos. We're in the top of the 8th inning, extra innings. Game tied 6-6. Barnard off at second base. The pitch popped again to the right side. Might be a play for the first baseman Stone. Nope, it'll carry out a play. It'll stay at 2-2. They'll load up and try it again. Bernard with 1 out. Hit the pop fly down the left field line that left fielder Zach Bush dropped. And he's still at second base. Now with 2 outs. And Scheller with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to him. Hits it off the fist towards second base. Elliott scoops and throws to first in time for the out. And the inning is over, and it will be for the Lobos. In the top of the 8th, they get no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on. And we go to the bottom of the 8th, and the Sockeyes have a chance to win it with a run. It's the Sockeyes 4 and the Lobos, Sockeyes 6 and the Lobos 6. And this is the Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament on 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
We're back here at Roseburg, Champion Car Wash Field, and we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Beaverton Sockeyes with a chance to keep their tournament hopes going with a run here. It's tied up 6-6, and the first batter for Beaverton is Ezra Weiss, who takes it high for a ball. Beaverton almost ended it in the 7th with a base hit by Hayden Egerin to right field with a runner at second base, but he was thrown out at the plate, and that extended it. So here we are, 6-6 in the bottom of the 8th. And a 1-0 count to a 2-0 count to Weiss now as he takes that second one high and takes another one outside for ball 3. And I think we know what happens when you walk the leadoff batter with the game tied in extra innings. And Fabrisky does not want to do that. And there's ball 4. Oh, my. He gives up his second walk, and the first one scored in the 7th inning, and Cam Beaker will be the batter for Beaverton. He does not have a hit. He's 0 for 2, but has a triple and was hit by a pitch. Drove in a run and scored one. Runner at first, that's the winning run over there. 6-6, we're tied up. Here's the pitch by Fabrisky, low and away for a ball. 5 straight out of the strike zone to start this bottom of the 8th inning. Beaker batting from the right side. Here's the pitch to him on the inside corner. About the letter high for strike 1. Beaker was hit by a pitch in the first, tripled in the third and scored and drove in a run, struck out in the fourth and grounded to first base in the sixth. Fouls one back to the screen for strike 2. He'll be followed by Connor Stone and Aiden Lucas. Throw over to first base, not in time. The ruling on the player batting out of turn in the top of the inning, there's strike 3, as I'm trying to explain that. That's almost unexplainable, but Beaker strikes out for out number 1. And for Fabrisky, that's his second strikeout. That'll bring up Connor Stone, first baseman. Stone batting with a runner at first. Takes the first pitch right down the middle for a strike. So the player batted out a turn, and the player that was supposed to be batting there will get the at-bat and the put-out, which was Wyatt Buer, I guess. There's strike 2 on the outside corner. So anyway, the at-bat, even though it was Fabrisky who batted there, it won't be charged to him. 0-2 pitch hit into center field. In comes the center fielder, Wig, and he will make the catch. And scrambling back to first base is Weiss. So 2 away in the inning, and we're an out away from going to the 9th inning. And the guys who thought they were going to play at 4 o'clock today are going, uh-oh, we're going to be late. Game coming up, Portland Barbers and the Salem Dodgers. That pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. Aiden Lucas walked and scored in the 7th inning. He has 1 hit in 3 at-bats, 3 official at-bats, and a run batted in. There's a strike call, even up to him at 1-1. Aiden Lucas, the right fielder. Fabrisky working quickly now, looks over at first, short lead, and he throws, and the pitch is up high for a ball, 2-1. We'll have all the games here on 541radio.com, streaming the audio and video online at the website. Here's the 2-1 pitch, high again, ball 3. That's in there for a strike, and it's 3-2. And if Fabrisky dodges this one, walking the leadoff batter in the bottom of the 8th with the game tied, he's gone against the baseball gods on that one. 3-2 pitch, struck him out, and we're going to the 9th inning. So Fabrisky, a great job of getting out of that one after walking the leadoff batter. It's no runs, no hits, no errors, and another left on. They've left 10 batters now in 8 innings. And we'll go to the 9th inning, extra innings. And it's the Lobos 6 and the Sockeyes 6. This is the Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament on 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe.
Find everything you need to enjoy the outdoors, at home or on the road, at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our garden center has what you need to create an oasis at home, from patio furniture to plants and everything in between. And whether you're barbecuing at home or tailgating at the game, we stock the best products from Yeti, Traeger, and Weber. Stop by or shop online at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
We go to the top of the 9th inning. And these games supposed to go 7, but we're tied up, and so the third extra inning, or the second extra inning coming up here. And the top of the 9th inning, and for the Lobos from Sherwood, trying to win their 14th game of the season and stay alive in the tournament. It'll be the top of their batting order: Cam Christensen, Brendan Wigg, and Bowen Stinson. And the Beaverton Sockeyes trying to shut them down again and give themselves a chance to win it in the bottom of the 9th now. Boy, these teams have had a lot of opportunities. The Beaverton Sockeyes have left 10 runners on base and had some big opportunities squandered. Sherwood has left 6 runners on base.
First batter for the Lobos, number 23, Cam Christensen.
Top of the order, Cam Christensen to lead it off. And the first pitch to him on the way, and it hits him, and here we go. Another hit batter in this game. Beaverton has had 5 batters hit by a pitch. And that's the first for Sherwood. And the leadoff man on, and that brings up Brendan Wigg, the center fielder, batting from the left side. A single and a double in the last 2 times at the plate. Runner at first gets his lead. Nobody out. There he goes. The pitch is outside for a ball, and the throw down to second goes into center field, but backing up the play is Hayden Egirin. Very alertly right there when he needed to be to keep the runner from going to third. It'll be a stolen base for Christensen and a 1-0 count to Wigg. And now they might think of sacrificing him over to third. Runner at second and nobody out. Elliott from the stretch. And the pitch. Fouled off. He had a good cut at that one and just didn't quite get it. One ball, 1 strike count. Wigg trying to bring him around with a base hit. And here comes the pitch. Way inside, bounces away from the catcher. There he goes for third. The throw will go there, and ooh, he almost threw that into left field. Christensen is there on the wild pitch, and the catcher, Clark, just about gunned that one right by the third baseman, Beaker. It's a 2-1 count on Wigg, and now they have 3 tries to try to get that go-ahead run in. The infield comes way in all the way around. And the pitch on the way. There's a shot into right field for a base hit, and the Lobos are back on top, 7-6, with the RBI single by Wigg, and he's got 3 hits in his last 3 at-bats and drives in a run. So the Lobos take the lead back, and that'll bring up Bowen Stinson. Stinson, a right-handed hitter, with Wigg on at first base, and a throw over there. Kind of a lob throw, doesn't get close, and he's back easily. Elliott looks in for the sign, got the one he wants, and he'll throw way outside for a ball. 1-0. That's a new pitcher out there now. It looks like Hayden Colpin. Hayden Colpin is the new guy on the mound from Westview High School. Ready with the pitch and throws. Runner goes, and he'll steal it. The pitch was a ball, and a stolen base, and another runner in scoring position. With the score 7-6. The Lobos by 1. Wig takes his chance there and goes for it and makes it. He's got the stolen base, and now he's in scoring position. And the count to 1-1 on Bowen Stinson. And a chance to bring another one across with a base hit. Here's a stretch by Colpin. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for a strike. 1-2. Alex Elliott did a good job while he was in there. He went 1 2/3 innings and gave up no runs. Lobos lead 7-6. Stinson batting with a runner at second base, trying to increase that lead. Here comes the pitch. Pops it up toward right field. The right fielder, Lucas, is under it, looking up at the sun and can't find it, and it bounces. And there goes the runner for third. It gets by the right fielder, and he's going to try to score. And he will come in to score another run. And the Lobos have a runner at second base, and there is a sun double out there. He just could not see that ball. And when it landed, it took a big bounce and went over him, which multiplied the situation. So it'll be an RBI double. And it's now 8-6. The Lobos lead it. And Chase Heiberger will be the batter. So they just trade places, and now another runner out at second base, and he gets a big lead. He looked like he wanted to take off, and Colpin steps off and looks him back. Hayden Colpin on the mound in relief. There's a drive into left center field. The left fielder Bush is there to make the catch, runs it down, and there is one out. That's the first out of the inning. So Stinson remains at second base, and Parker Fabrisky will be the batter. Fabrisky batted in the last inning, but it was supposed to be Wyatt Buer, and so Buer gets charged with a 6-3 putout. Here's Fabrisky from the right side. Couple more chances to try to get that run in. The first pitch a little bit outside for ball one. Fabrisky, when he's batting for himself, singled twice, popped out to first and fly to right, so he's 2 for 4. Sherwood trying to stay alive in the tournament, up by 2 now. There's a shot right at the third baseman, then he dropped the ball trying to throw to second base, and are they going to call that an out and then dropped it, or no, he's going to call him safe at first, I think. Boy, that was one of those plays where it could have gone either way. The ball was in his glove, and he might have been reaching for it. Maybe not. So he's safe on an error at first base, so it's first and second with one out. And this should be Wyatt Buer. And here's the first pitch to him. Outside corner, called strike one. Oh, 1 count. Buer's hitless, officially 0 for 4. Although one of those was the ground out by Fabrisky. Here's the throw down to second base. Not in time. Diving back in under the tag was Stinson. So Wyatt Buer getting in an extra at bat in this game and not charged for it. Here's the stretch by Colpin, and he steps off and looks the runner back at second base. Hayden Colpin, a right-hander. There goes the runner for third as the pitch goes way outside. The throw down to second base will get that runner. So Fabrisky is out 2-6 for out number 2. And Stinson steals third while all that's going on. Buer has a 1-1 count on him. That hits Buer. Another hit batter. And I think that's the third one now for...
The next batter, number 2, Spencer Barnard.
Oh, I'm sorry. Pitch is high for... Let's see if we can get these numbers straightened out here. Here comes the pitch on the way, and it's popped up behind the plate and out of play. So this is Spencer Barnard batting with 1 strike count on him. All right. Hayden Colpin on a relief here in the 9th inning. Here's the pitch outside for a ball, and that'll put the count at 2-2. Bernard hit into a double play, singled in a run in the 4th inning, doubled in the 6th inning, and safe on an error in the 8th inning. 2-1 pitch, runners at the corners, 1st and 3rd. Here's the pitch to him, low and away for a ball, 3-1. Bowen Stinson over at third base. Buer at first, hit by the pitch. And Barnard trying to add another one to that total for the Lobos. Colpin out of the stretch. The big right-hander delivers. Little bit, nope, caught the strike zone. I thought he was going to call it a little bit high, but that's a called strike, and it's 3-2. Never try to outguess umpires. There goes the runner. The pitch is swung out and missed for strike 3, and that'll end the inning. So we will go to the bottom of the 9th with the Lobos back on top by 2. In the inning, they get 2 runs on 2 base hits, 1 error, and they leave 2 runners on base. So we go to the bottom of the 9th inning with a score now. The Lobos 8 and the Beaverton Sockeyes 6. This is the Oregon Legion Baseball State Tournament on 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
We go to the bottom of the 9th inning, and the Beaverton Sockeyes find themselves in a tough situation again. They need 2 runs to keep their season going.
Number 25, Ryan Clark.
They trail 8-6, and they'll have Ryan Clark to lead it off. The first pitch to Clark on the corner for a strike. 0-1. Parker Fabriski ready and delivers. Hit to left field, hit pretty hard. Back goes Heiberger, going way back for it and won't get it. Bounces and over the fence for a ground rule double. And so the Sockeyes not ready to die yet, as Clark pounds one to left field and gets a big bounce off of the turf and out onto the softball field on the other side. So there's the start they need, and they need 2 to tie and 3 to win. It's tough enough for teams when you lose that first one to come all the way back because you better have a lot of depth in your pitching staff, and these teams are wearing themselves out in this one game. The fastball right down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1. Fabriski still okay, though, if he just doesn't walk people. That pitch is down low for a ball and makes him hit it, keep it in play. And he throws, and it's low and outside for a ball, 2-1. Still, that run at second base doesn't mean anything at this point, except that you need one more after that. 2-1 pitch. That's a breaking pitch over at the letters, strike 2, 2-2. Ryan Clark opening up the inning with a double over the left field fence, bounced over the fence. Ground rule double. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 call on the inside corner, and the throw down to second base goes into center field, and there goes the runner for third. Runner kind of blocked off the second baseman, Scheller, from the ball, and he couldn't see it and went right by him, and it'll be a error, I think, on the throw down to second. E2 allows the runner to go to third, but a big strikeout for Fabriski, and there's one away. So Fabriski gets his 4th strikeout of the game, and here is Munger, who takes the first pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Pops that one up in the infield, way up there. The catcher, Stinson, throws off the mask, and he's got it, and there is a huge out. Munger pops out to the catcher, and there are 2 away, and Beaverton is down to its last out. The Sockeyes will have their number 9 hitter scheduled to come up here, but I think we got a pinch hitter, and it's number 4, Joel Hong, who will be batting in the place of Brendan Papadopoulos. Hong will bat from the right-hand side, and Fabriski trying to close it out. Strike 1 on the inside corner. After the leadoff double, Clark is still at third base with 2 outs. Breaking pitch is on the inside corner, strike 2. 1 strike away. Lobos trying to extend their season. 2-strike pitch, fouled back, just got a piece of that one. The count stays at 0-2. Parker Fabriski, he's on for the win if he can hold it here. Came on in relief in the 6th inning. 2-strike pitch on the way. It's high for a ball, 1-2. Hong's first appearance in this game. He's from Westview High School. Here's the pitch, just a little bit high, ball 2. Boy, that's a tough one to take on a 2-2 count, on a 1-2 count. And you're the last batter with the chance to keep the season going. Here's a pitch, popped foul over the right side, out of play. And it'll stay at 2-2. Hong trying to keep it going, swings and foul tips it. Goes right through the wicket behind Stinson on back to the backstop. And another foul ball. Here comes the pitch. Fabriski throws, just caught the corner for a called strike 3, and the ball game is over. On a called third strike, and Fabriski strikes out 2 of the last 3 hitters to save the game for the Lobos, and they win it 8-6. In the 9th inning for the Beaverton Sockeyes, it's no runs on 1 hit, the leadoff double by Ryan Clark. There was 1 error, and they leave 1 runner on base. They leave 11 on for the game. They had a lot of opportunities and let a bunch of them slip by, and it came down to extra innings, and in the 9th, the Lobos got 2 in the top of the inning, and the Sockeyes can't answer in the bottom of the inning. The winning pitcher is Parker Fabriski. He came on in the 6th inning and went the final 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. So he went 4 innings and gave up just the 2 runs in the 7th inning on 4 base hits.
30 minutes.
And he struck out 4 and walked 2. For the Sockeyes, the loser is Hayden Colpin, who came on in the 9th inning and gave up the 2 runs with the game tied. So he's the losing pitcher. And let's just run down some of the highlights for you here real quick here as we try to clear out of here and get ready for this next game, which is coming up very shortly. For the Sherwood Lobos, Cam Christensen had a double in the game. That was his only hit, but he scored 3 runs. He walked and was hit by a pitch. Brendan Wigg had 3 hits, a double and 2 singles. 2 hits for Bowen Stinson, a single and a double. There were a lot of extra base hits in this game. Chase Heiberger had a double. That was his only hit of the game. Fabriski had a couple of singles. Wyatt Buer did not have a hit. Spencer Bernard had 2 hits, including a double. And Nigel Folland had 1 hit, and Kyle Scheller finished the game with no hits. So the totals in the game for the Lobos, 8 runs, 12 hits, and 1 error, and they leave 10 runners on base. And on the other side, we can total it up here very quickly because the scoreboard went blank. They're getting ready for the next game already. 6 runs on 10 hits for the Beaverton Sockeyes. And they committed 3 errors. And they left 11 runners on base. A lot of opportunities. They got 4 of their runs in the 3rd inning on 5 base hits. Hit by Eguren, a single. Weiss had a single. Beaker had a triple. Connor Stone had a single, and then Aiden Lucas had a single. Those were the first 5 batters in the inning. They ended up getting 4 runs out of that. Didn't score again until the 7th, and they got 2 runs to answer the Lobos on a leadoff walk, a single by Ryan Clark, sacrifice fly by Alex Elliott, and then a double by, let's see, I think that was Zach Bush that got the double that gave him the 2nd run. And that was it, though. After that, Parker Fabriski shut him down, and a couple of scoreless innings in the 8th and 9th to get the victory. The Lobos go to 14-9 for the year and advance in the losers bracket. The Beaverton Sockeyes finish the season at 14-13. Again, the winning pitcher, Parker Fabriski, and the loser is Hayden Colpin. And for Beaverton, some outstanding hitting in this game as well. Zach Bush actually was hit by a pitch twice, and he had a double. So he was on base a lot and got some bruises for it. Ryan Clark for the Sockeyes had a single and a double, scored a run, and was hit by a pitch twice also. A lot of hit batters in this game. Aiden Lucas had a single. Connor Stone had a single. Cam Beaker had a triple and drove in a run and scored a run. Ezra Weiss had 2 singles and scored a run, and Hayden Eguren had a triple, a single, and a single, so 3 hits including the triple, so he had a productive day today. But it's the Lobos that move on to the next round, and for the Lobos, they'll play at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon against the loser of the late game tonight. That'll be between Medford and Dr. Stewart's of Roseburg, the host team. So that will just about wrap it up for us from here for this afternoon. And again, final score 8-6. The Lobos win it. And remind you the other score today, 13-3. The Eugene Challengers beat the Canyon Crushers post 58 and eliminated them. So the Crushers and the Sockeyes are eliminated from the tournament tonight. Portland Barbers and Salem Dodgers coming up next, and then the Mustangs and Dr. Stewart's of Roseburg after that. So that'll do it for this afternoon from Bill Gray Stadium and Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg. Again, our final score, the Lobos 8 and the Beaverton Sockeyes 6 in 9 innings. So Beaverton's eliminated from the tournament, and the Lobos live on for another day. The Lobos play at 1 o'clock tomorrow against the loser of the Portland Barbers, and I had that wrong, I guess. It's the winner of the Portland Barbers and the Salem Withnell Dodgers. That game's coming up here next. So we'll have that game and every game throughout the tournament on the 541radio.com website. And again, our final game of the night, the winner's bracket, Clint Newell's Doc Stewart's of Roseburg take on a league opponent Medford at 7 o'clock, and that'll finish the pairings for the 3-day tournament, 3 days of the tournament, which wraps up on Wednesday night when they crown the state champion. So that's it for the second day, for me anyway, for the Oregon State American Legion AAA baseball tournament at Bill Gray Stadium and Champion Car Wash Field. However you've tuned in today, thanks for watching or listening to the broadcast on the 541radio.com website. So from the tournament in Roseburg, thanks to our sponsors for providing this on 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe with sponsorship from Douglas County Farmers Co-op and Champion Car Wash. Our coverage continues coming up in just a few minutes with the next game. Remember to check 541radio.com for updates on the tournament. Have a good afternoon, everybody.